Hi, I'm Bernie Hale, and we're here today at our Southeastern campus that's located right behind Davis County High School. And at this campus, we've got automotive and diesel technology programs, the radiography program, nurse aide, medical assisting, EMT paramedic, fire rescue science technology, agriculture, and our human resources department. And that's who we're going to talk to today. We're going to meet with Shanna Ballard. Let's check it out. Hi, Shanna. Thanks for taking time to meet with us today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So, I know about you, but tell those out there in TV land, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So, I've been the Human Resources Director here at OCTC for about a little over 2 years. And before that, I've worked in human resources since 1993, so a very long time. I have been in Kentucky for about 8 years. Before moving to Kentucky, I lived in California, born and raised in Northern California.
Wow.
And I've worked in a variety of different industries while in California, but primarily human resources has always been my forte where I've worked. But I've worked in healthcare, other higher education locations, universities and community colleges. Worked for a chemical manufacturing company, as well as a Fortune 500 retail company. So lots of years of experience in human resources, but just recently, like I said, 9 years or so in Kentucky. Out of high school, I went right into community college, but I ended up trying to balance work and living on my own was challenging. So it took me about 10 years to get my associate's degree. So I was in my 20s, I think, when I finally earned my associate's degree. And then I've always been a life learner. So I've always taken classes, probably a class a semester for 20 something years. I just love learning. And when I relocated to Kentucky, I was fortunate enough to pick up a job at Western Kentucky University at WKU. And while I was at WKU and being in that environment, it really encouraged me to go back and get my bachelor's. And then I went right into my master's. So I have attained both of those from WKU. My husband is from here.
Oh.
And he was born in Owensboro, but grew up in Louisville. He went to UAK. So when he retired, he was in law enforcement and retired in California. And so we said, well, I've spent 20 plus years, kept him in California, so now it's my turn. So we brought the family and the kids. One was in high school and one was in middle school when we relocated here. So.
And now one is at UK?
Right. So I have two kids, married to my husband for 30 years. We have two children. My daughter is a marine biologist and lives in Alaska, and she is a WKU alum. And then my son will be graduating here in a couple weeks from University of Kentucky, and he's hoping to go into dental school. So,
awesome. Yeah. What does your daughter do in Alaska?
She's a field biologist. So she works under a grant through NOAA. And essentially, she works with commercial fishermen, making sure that the population of fish that are being caught are appropriate size, appropriate age, and she has all these measurements that she has to do while she's out there, and she reports back that data that NOAA used to make determinations if commercial fishermen can continue to fish in those regions. So
fantastic.
Yeah, she loves it.
So you've worked in human resources for a long time. What do you find most rewarding about your job?
I would say the people. I mean, I just really love there's such a mix in our population as employees, from faculty and different levels of degrees, helping new employees get acclimated to the system. So it really comes down to the people make the difference for me, and I just love helping. I used to think I wanted to be a teacher, and I think this is the closest thing because I help people learn about their employer and how to navigate their benefits and retirement and all those fringe benefits that come along with helping employees.
So what's the most challenging part of your job right now?
Probably filling the vacancies right now that we're having. I think the market is pretty tough for employers. We have a variety of, being in higher ed, we have general ed classes and skilled trades. And my challenge is really filling the skilled trades positions because in the industry, you can make pretty good money. Coming in a community college, you're going to be paid less because you're working 10 months out of the year versus 12 months. And so there is some differences working in higher ed versus in the industry. But I think it's extremely needed. It's warranted. We need really good staff to run these programs, again, to better the community, better the students, to go out in the field.
To build the future workforce.
Exactly. So yeah, we have several positions available, and we're looking for applicants right now to fill those positions for especially the fall semester coming up.
So where can people go to find that information?
So you can search for our vacancies at owensboro.kctcs.edu and click on job seekers.
So what do you do when you're not here managing all our human resources?
Well, we have a small farm. And I kind of feel like remember the Green Acres, that old show with, I think it was Ava Gabor, and I felt like I left the city and came out to the country. And but we have cattle, we have chickens, we have about a 1 acre garden.
So a real farm.
Well, yeah, I mean, we not 300 heads of cattle, but we're growing our herd every season. Right now it's calving season, so we're expecting a couple calves here soon. But in the summer, it really picks up speed for me because I have to do all the canning and preserving. Because like I said, we have an acre garden, we have an orchard, I grow grapes. One of these days, if my grapes get mature, I'd like to learn how to make wine. Being that I'm from Napa area, I'm kind of a wine connoisseur, so I'd love to be able to figure out, to make it myself. But yeah, that's what keeps me busy. If I'm not at the garden or in the farm, traveling is the next best thing. I think that's where my daughter got the bug of traveling to Alaska and doing all these things, but I enjoy traveling.
Oh,
yeah.
That's terrific.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to visit with us. We hope you enjoy learning more about the folks here at OCTC, and we're very happy to share it with you.
Hi, I'm Shanna Ballard. I earned my associate's degree at Solano College in California, and I earned my bachelor's and master's degree at WKU in Bowling Green, and I am OCTC.